Shalom.
Shalom. Erev
Shalom,
Tov.
shalom. All right, here we are.
Thanks for joining us. Where in West Hartford? Where are you?
We are now in the Shomron in Samaria, right by a place called Kalkilia, which is close to Shechem. Sorry, let me try to get somewhere it's a little quieter.
It's fine. What the noise takes away the scenery adds for authenticity.
Definitely authentic out here, yeah. We're feeling it. How are things out there in West Hartford?
Thank God we are managing. We're so grateful that you took some time to join us. Special shout out to Adam Bond who connected us. Welcome. Tell us a little about yourself, your family, and what you do when you're not standing, a stone throw away from Kalkilia.
So basically, we are. My name is Dani Eisenstock, great friend of Adam Bond. I want to show you what's happening behind me just now before we get into me. Okay, check this out. We just have a bulletproof Jeep that just came down. It just came down to us, and we are bringing. This is our commander. This is the commander of our battalion. Idan, take it, shalom lekulam. And they're coming down to just make sure everything's okay down here. Anyway, I'll go back to Dani Eisenstock from Efrat, good friend of Adam Bonds from Efrat, and we are here in the Shomron, taking care of this area basically, and so we're responsible for the whole area between Kalkilia and Shechem, and just making sure that all the people here are safe, being on the roads, being in the villages out here, and it's a true honor to be out here and protect Am Yisrael.
Well, what are you up to when you're not in Miluim?
Say that again, sorry?
What do you do when you're not in reserves?
Great question. So I sell travel insurance for people coming from America to Israel, that I do for fun, and then also for the neshama, I do a lot of teaching out in mechinot, which are pre-army programs here in Israel, and also work with an organization called Gesher, which tries to bring together different parts of Israeli society, religious, secular, all the different people. So that bulletproof Jeep that just pulled up here brought a very special present for us. I want to show everyone. It's a package of donuts. It says Happy Hanukkah. They brought it out here to the Shetaf. Say hello also to our good friends out here. This is Oel and Sean, our commander, and also our sniper. Sean, show them your little patch there, and definitely soup ganiyot donuts is the way that keeps us moving here out here in the army.
So tell us what's this program is a way that we connect with Israelis on the ground, so we can sort of see beyond the headlines what's going on. So from your vantage point, right? Have you been called up since October 7th?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the feeling? What's the mood that you're sensing?
Okay, so I'll say like this. Yeah, so everyone knows and everyone followed the news on October 7th, and Israel was hit very, very hard. Personally, like I didn't have to come to reserve duty, and I spoke to my wife, that day, and our unit was called up after you hit 40, you're allowed out of reserves, and I spoke to my wife and I spoke to the kids, and I said, should I go? And it was a unanimous decision. I don't know if we knew that it was going to be this long, but they all said, go out there, do what you need to do for Am Yisrael. And when I got here, the feeling, and you saw the chevra here, and the people, were 100 people in our unit, and the feeling of unity, the feeling of togetherness that we feel right here is like something that's like unfathomable. Like I just told the guys, we've been doing this for almost 70 days. We go out for about 6 hours, 8 hours at a time, and it's just the feeling of the togetherness. Everyone here in our units from all over Israel, all over different backgrounds. We have soldiers here that are Ethiopian, Russian, religious, not religious, from kibbutzim, from moshavim, from all over, and that feeling of unity that that was so missing before October 7th is something that we're all connecting to right now and still connecting to. That feeling of being together, that feeling of this mission that we have here to protect Israel. And I think the fact that we're together with you guys and the support we're feeling from overseas, from kihilot in America and all over the world, is something that's really, really special, and something that keeps us going and gives us the koach to keep moving forward.
How's your family holding up?
So it's not easy. It's not easy. We have 4 children, 16, 11, 7, and 4. I haven't been home in a while. 16, 11, 9, and 7. And Baruch Hashem, they're doing everything they can to keep us going. And Israel's very, very connected. Being on the front lines, and also the family. And when they're feeling good, we feel it. When we're feeling good, they feel it. When things are going a little tougher, it's definitely not so pashut. But yeah, the family's doing good. They have a lot of support from the community in Efrat. Grandparents are helping out, and Baruch Hashem, it's not easy being away for so long, but yeah, they're doing everything they can in their power, and it kind of feel like like Moshe Rabbeinu. I just saw someone post it, and Moshe lifted up his hands, that gave the strength for everyone to continue fighting. And so when when you guys are lifting your hands, and my family's lifting their hands up, and that gives us the koach to keep going. So it's kind of connected, when we bring up the morale, they bring us up. When they bring us up, brings us together. So Baruch Hashem, everyone's doing their part on all fronts. So yeah, that's really giving us the koach.
It's definitely been a long haul. I think, as you alluded to, that no one thought you'd be here for this long. Over the course of the last 67 days, is there a moment or an episode that sort of sticks out in your mind you want to share with us?
Yeah. So many moments, so many different things. I'll actually share 2 stories. When I got here, it was on the beginning of the war. Everyone was on this adrenaline, and I'm sitting in the shul. We have on the base where we are. There's this little shul, and I was sitting there, and walks in this guy, my buddy Yakir, who's with me, and he's sitting down, and I see him. He doesn't look like your average person that you would see in a shul on a regular day. He's got tattoos, he's got earrings all over, he's got a nose ring. Not everyone's welcome in shul and everyone's awesome, but it's not your typical person that you'd see in an army shul. And I say to him, I say, hey, what's going on? Where are you from? We start talking, and he says to me, he says, I want to say Birkat HaGomel. And I said Birkat HaGomel. Usually say if you were saved from some crazy situation. And I say, why do you want to say Birkat HaGomel? And he says, listen, I was at the party. And I'm looking at him, this is October 8th already. And I say, which party? What do you mean? He was like, no, I was at the party. And I said, you mean at the Nova? And he was like, yes, he was at the party. He tells me this crazy story where he's with his friends, they're celebrating life. Everything's like whatever. And all of a sudden, they start getting bombed from all corners. A whole crazy story, Baruch Hashem. And he was able, miraculously, Mamash and Ines, how many hundreds of people were killed there. And he was able to grab his friends, because of his army service and because of what he's done. Sorry, 1 second. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So because of his army service and things that he's done, so he realized that he has to go in a certain way. And he was able to grab 3 of his friends, load them in the car. And he said they drove at about, I don't know, almost like 90 miles, 100 miles an hour as the terrorists were coming at them. And they were able to maneuver and get out of there. And this was at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. He was able to leave and get out of the party where he was at. And that afternoon, he was already with us, already in the army. And we had an amazing ceremony. We got all the soldiers together, and we made the special bracha of Birkat HaGomel. Later on, also, we were joined by one of the policemen who actually ended up saving 500 soldiers, 500 people from the party is actually one of the soldiers that's with us in our unit. And so just all of Am Yisrael together, just all these different things. So that was a crazy moment. And I'll share also now, just mamish, like an hour, 2 hours ago, I was standing here where we're stationed right now, near Kalkilia, and I called my grandfather. And my grandfather, Baruch Hashem, is 92 years old, and he was born in Germany. And tonight, the 6th night of Hanukkah, is the night that we celebrate in our family. It's a very, very special night. 84 years ago, this is the night that my great-grandfather, Rabbi Seligman, Dr. Seligman Weinberg, was released from Buchenwald. And together with his family, they left Germany. And first they went to England for a few years and then to America. And so I stood here, we lit Hanukkah candles. I'll show you the place right behind me, right over here, in the middle of this village. This place is called Nebi Elias. And we lit the Hanukkah candles with him on Zoom. And it was crazy because as we lit, there was like lightning and thunder and like it was all dry. We lit the menorah and then it started pouring. So I don't know if you can see behind me, it's like mamish, like there's like rivers that have formed here like on the ground. And it was mamish like a little Hanukkah miracle that we were able to light the candles and like light up the night right over here. So I would say that also definitely stood out, as a moment.
Unbelievable. So you're talking to a group of Americans who care deeply about Israel, and many more who are going to be listening to this. What do you think? I ask everyone what message you want to leave us. What do you think we need to know in America? But I'm going to add one more part to that. What are things we can do to support you and your family as this continues to unfold?
I would say we're mamish like all together like in this front. I was just talking to some of my chavra back here, and they were talking about how we're in the Shomron, we're doing a lot out here. Our my friends are out now. Part of our unit was just sent into Jenin. So there's a lot going on here. But they're like, we want to be in Gaza, we want to be in there, and so there's different. Everyone's doing their part, and everyone is where they're supposed to be at the moment. So I really feel that we're all in the front lines right now. We're right here, fighting our battles and doing what we need to do, and protecting Am Yisrael. But not any less, I feel it and we see it, what you're all doing in West Hartford and all over America and all over the world. And Am Yisrael is... סבבה. אז אני פה. מעולה. Yeah, the cover just have to go out now to take care of something out here. So I'm going to just go into the vehicle and just make sure that I'm on our communication.
If you have to, you can go. This is
no, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, no, this I think this is mamish the important part. And as we're all doing our part wherever we are, I think it's like mamish, like we really feel the love and the support that you guys are doing. Even just this, that you guys are taking the time out of your day. And I saw you're doing this like every day, which is so special. And that's what gives us our koach. That's what gives us the strength. And I think when we're joined together, and Am Yisrael is fighting, and I know you're fighting battles out there against anti-Semitism and against and supporting Israel. When you're out there doing what you're doing, that's what gives us the strength out here, and really warms up the heart. Dafka on Hanukkah, seeing your faces, seeing the light that you're shining out in the cold and darkness out here is what gives us the strength to continue. And the chevra that I just told that you're out here really gives us the koach to continue and move forward, and just keep doing what you're doing. Keep up the amazing work. The kesher, the connection, every message you send out, I have here, we put up in our unit, we got letters from a school in America, and we put them all out. And people just really means a lot, and really connection, and having that kesher is what gives us the koach to continue. So thank you for all that you're doing, and thank you for supporting us and being connected to Am Yisrael and being connected with us at these difficult times, and Bezrat Hashem will become
It,
much better in the future.
it's almost uncomfortable to hear you say thank you to us, as we are so grateful for your service and everything you're doing for Israel, for the people of Israel, and for all of us. And also a huge thank you to your family for supporting you. And I know that as one of the wives of someone from my frat shared with me, who we have the opportunity to speak to tomorrow, the soldiers get barbecues. I hope you've had one or two. But the wives and the families that are behind, they sometimes are unsung heroes of this moment also. And I think one of the things that was so interesting hearing from you is just the role your family plays in this conversation, and having 4 kids and what that is like as a father, and balancing all of that is just so important. So thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, she's the real hero, 100%. My wife, Lisa, she is, home with the 4 kids. That is a much harder front to be on. And she's the real hero, like you just said. And Mamash, and all the women out there, and all the men, everyone is doing their part. So Mamash, huge shkoyach, and
so stay safe.
Hanukkah.
Give our love to everyone in your unit, and thank you for everything that you do for us.
My pleasure. Chag Sameach, Chodesh Tov. Thank you so much.
Amen.